Next, the second type of protists, mainly protozoan protists. Protozoan protist. So protozoan protists mainly they have animal like features, do not have cell wall, it means cell wall is absent in the protozoan protist. They are mainly parasites, predators. Parasites and predators. Parasites means they are lives in another body. Next, predators means they capture the food, they take up the food as another organism, so they eat another organism as a predator. Different types is there in protozoan protists. First type, amoeboid protists, amoeboid protozoans. Amoeboid protozoans mainly found in freshwater as well as marine water. Found in freshwater, marine water. Some marine protozoans have silica shells. Some marine forms have silica shells at outer surface. Silica cells are present. Silica is a hard substance. The silica shells are present in marine forms or marine type of protozoan protist, that is a amoeboid protist. Next, they have movement is done by, that is the pseudopodia. Movement is done by pseudopodia. The pseudopodia helps to capture the food, one thing, and movement. So movement is done by pseudopodia, and movement also called as movement as well as, that is a take up the food. So capture the food is done by pseudopodia. Pseudopodia is a false feet, like a feet like structure in amoeba. So it contains pseudopodia in their body structure. The pseudopodia helps to capture the prey or capture the food, and as well as movement is done by, that is amoeboid protists. Example, entamoeba histolytica is the example for amoeboid protist. Entamoeba mainly found in fresh water as well as marine water. In the marine organisms, they have silica shells at outer side. Next, they have pseudopodia. Pseudopodia is a false food which is helps in movement of the body as well as capturing of the food. Next, best example, that is entamoeba. Second type of protozoan protists are flagellated protozoans. So they have the body have flagella. Flagella is present in their body for movement. Flagella is there for movement of the body. These flagellated protozoans mainly parasitic type of nature. Next, they causes disease. That disease is mainly sleeping sickness. sleeping sickness caused by trypanosoma, caused by trypanosoma. So caused by trypanosoma. So sleeping sickness is caused by trypanosoma, which is the flagellate protozoan. It is mainly parasitic organism, mainly parasite, that is trypanosoma. Next, third type of protozoan protists are ciliated protozoans. Ciliated protozoans mainly found in aquatic habitats, mainly found in aquatic habitats. Ciliated protozoans are mainly found in aquatic habitats. Movement is done by cilia. Movement done by cilia. Movement is done by cilia. Next, cavity is in their body, that is gullet. So cavity is present, that cavity is called gullet. Mouth opens into esophagus like a gullet. Food is enters into gullet. So helps in food is entered in the gullet. So example paramecium. Example paramecium. Example paramecium, that is ciliated protozoans. So they are mainly in aquatic forms, aquatic in habitats. Movement is done by silica. Thousands of silica is present in their body structure like paramecium. Next, cavity is present, that cavity is gullet. Food is enters into gullet. Next, paramecium is the example for ciliated protozoans because of cilia is present. Cilia means hair-like structures to around the paramecium, that is cilia. Cilia which is helps in movement of the body, that's why they are ciliated protozoans. Next fourth one, sporozoans. Fourth type, sporozoans. Sporozoans are mainly endoparasites. Found in inside of the body of host. Means endoparasites means found in inside of host body. In case of like a Plasmodium vivax, example Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium. This Plasmodium vivax is a Malarian parasite. Plasmodium vivax is example for sporozoans. Sporozoans are the endoparasites, means endo means inside. They are mainly found in inside of the host. Host is nothing but human being as well as female Anopheles mosquito. So these sporozoans are mainly found in inside of the body of female Anopheles as well as human body in red blood cells to causes of malaria disease. So this is the Plasmodium is a malarial parasite which causes of malaria. This is sporozoans. So protozoan protists are mainly amoeboid protozoans, flagellated protozoans, ciliated protozoans and sporozoans. Amoeboid protozoans are mainly found in freshwater as well as marine water. Outer surface of the body in marine organisms, shells are present. The shells are made up of silica substance. Movement is done by pseudopodia, is a false food. This pseudopodia helps in movement of the body as well as capturing of the food. Example, Entamoeba histolytica. Flagellated ones, flagellated protozoans are mainly, their flagell is present in their body, flagella is present for movement. Parasites, they are mainly parasites, are free living. And causes of disease, the sleeping sickness, main example is trypanosoma. Trypanosoma causes sleeping sickness. Next, ciliated protozoans, silica is present, cilia is present. These cilia helps to movement of the body. Hundreds of cilia is present around the body of paramecium, which movement is done by cilia. Next, cavity is present in entering anterior part. That anterior part is called gullet. Food is enters into the body by the help of this cavity, that is gullet. Next, sporozoans is the fourth one. Sporozoans are endoparasites, means they are found in inside of the host body, which is causes of diseases like Plasmodium vivax is causes of malaria disease. This is protozoan protist. Next class we are discussing about slime molds or saprophytic protist. Third type of protists are saprophytic protists. Example, slime molds. Slime mold. Slime molds are the mainly that is fungi-like organisms. They are mainly fungi-like organisms because of the characteristic features are similar to fungi. These slime molds mainly do not have cell wall, only have plasma membrane. So cytoplasm is covered with cell membrane or plasma membrane, cell membrane. So cytoplasm or protoplasmic content is generally covered, enclosed with the cell membrane. Cell wall is absent. Next, nourishment. They are take up the nourishment from dead decomposing organic matter. So nourishment. So take up the food by decomposed organic matter. So how they will take up the food? Means slime molds, first of all, they are mainly grows on dead organic matter. So mainly grows on dead organic matter is one thing. So dead organic matter means dead bodies of plants like twigs, leaves, etc. Slime molds grows on mainly dead organic matter. Then they will releases enzyme on the food or decomposed substance. That decomposed substance is completely broken down or digested in outside only, then reabsorbed by slime molds. First of all, slime molds release enzymes on food or decomposed organic matter. The decomposed organic matter is outside only, they will be decomposes or they will be digested at outside, then reabsorbed by slime mold. Next, this is the uninucleated cell. Uninucleated cells. These uninucleated cells, these are uninucleated cells. These uninucleated cells are comes to closer and they are enclosed by or surrounded by mucilaginous sheath. So this blue color one, this is mucilaginous sheath. Mucilaginous sheath. So uninucleated, the cells of slime mold, there comes to closer to formation of a groove and they releases the secret, that is mucilaginous sheath. So then after, in case sometimes this group of mass or protoplasmic mass will be formed, that is protoplasmic mass will be formed. How? Protoplasmic mass is formed by rupturing of these membranes. Rupturing of these membranes. Rupturing of these membranes. These are all. They are changes into group of or mass of cells. So that is group of mass of cells. This is look like a multinucleated, changes into multinucleated mass of cells, or mass of protoplasm. It means first of all they are mainly uninucleated. There comes to closer and remove their membranes, remove these membranes, lost their membranes, and they are totally combined into formation of mass of protoplasm. That mass of protoplasm is also called as, that is plasmodium. Multinucleated mass of protoplasm is called plasmodium. Next, reproduction. First, reproduction method is vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction mainly done by in two methods. One is fragmentation and sclerotia formation. So first one is fragmentation. This mass of cells or mass of protoplasm is break down into small pieces. So mass of protoplasm will be breaks into small pieces, and each piece grows individually, or each piece to divide again, and each piece divide again. That is fragmentation. Each piece divide again to formation of many cells, to form many cells. That is one method. Fragmentation means breakdown. So this mass of cell is break down into small pieces, and each piece again divide to formation of many cells. That is one method, that is fragmentation. Second type of method, sclerotia formation. Sclerotia formation means, first of all, this is the one cell uninucleated, that is a single cell, which contains cytoplasm inside, nucleus also inside. This cell is covered with hard layer, which is look like a dead cell, but it is living cell. Inside cytoplasm is present as well as nucleus also present. This is sclerotia formation. That uninucleated cell, they is enclosed with hard wall or hard covering. That hard covering is sclerotia formation. It means cell is enclosed by hard layer. That hard layer after formation, it is look like a dead cell, but inside cytoplasm is present as well as nucleus also present. That type of movement, that type of reproduction is, that is sclerotia formation. Next, so vegetative method by two methods, one is fragmentation and sclerotia formation, and third, asexual method. asexual type of method. During the asexual reproduction, this is mass of cells, that is mass of protoplasm or plasmodium. These plasmodium given one tube like structure at outside and that is bubble like structure at tip. This multinucleated mass of cells or mass of protoplasm or plasmodium at the time of asexual reproduction, they will give one tube like structure. As a tube like structure, one bubble like structure will be formed. That bubble like structure is sporangium. This is called sporangium. This sporangium to formation of spores inside. Inside spores will be developed. That spores, they are comes out from the sporangium. That spores are comes out from the sporangium. These are spores. These are spores. Spores are germinated in two forms. These spores are germinated in two forms. One form is like a irregular shape, that is myxoamoeba. Spores are germinated to formation of two types of structures. One is irregular structure, that is myxoamoeba, and regular structure, I mean normal structure, and which contain two flagellas. One is long and one is small. Whiplash type of flagellum mainly. Whiplash type means base is broader and tip is narrow. This whiplash flagella type. And contractile vacuole is present. This is contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole is present and this is called swarm cell. This is called swarm cell. And irregular shape myxoamoeba. Next, sexual reproduction. During the sexual reproduction, what will happen? This myxoamoeba, this for example, this is myxoamoeba combines with another myxoamoeba. Both are joined together to formation of large cells, large multinucleated mass of cells. So one myxoamoeba added with another myxoamoeba, both are closely together, they are fused together to formation of big amoeba like structure. Like myxoamoeba is look like a big mass of cells. They are big mass of cells or mass of protoplasm. Next, swarm cells. Swarm cells, what will happen? For example, this is the one swarm cell. This is a contractile vacuole, one swarm cell. Another swarm cell arranged in reverse. So this is another swarm cell. Contractile vacuole is present. Both are in opposite direction. Both are combined. When this combination lost their flagella, flagella is lost and lost their flagella. Flagella will going to be removed. Then again these both are comes together. They are closer to formation to form both, and they are changes into myxoamoeba. And myxoamoeba again changes into again in reproduction, sexual reproduction, combines with another one and to formation of mass of protoplasm. In case of this myxoamoeba, again combines with mass of cells. That mass of cells will be bigger and bigger. That is sexual reproduction. During the sexual reproduction, both myxoamoebas are joined together to formation of big mass of protoplasm, that is plasmodium, is common thing. Next, two swarm cells are, they are combined oppositely and loses their flagella and to formation of a structure that is myxoamoeba-like structure. Myxoamoeba-like structure, these myxoamoeba-like structure which is added with mass of cells, then that mass of cells are changes into bigger and bigger, one thing, or this myxoamoeba changes into, that is sexual reproduction. During the sexual reproduction combines with another myxoamoeba and changes into mass of protoplasm or mass of bigger cells, that is reproduction in slime molds. That is the saprophytic protist. Until here Protista is, kingdom Protista is completed. Kingdom Protista is completed.